It's buzzing on the block with DJ Scream. We always chopping up with the hottest artists out there making noise in the streets. It's only right. Richie Reed on Buzzing on the block. What's up, Richie? Happy 2020. What's up? How you been?
What's up? What's up? Happy 2020. Honestly, a lot of people haven't been feeling too happy about 2020.
Right.
But I still say happy 2020. We here.
That's the most important part.
Much has just still been going the same for me. I'm still recording. I'm still moving. I'm not on the road, of course. No one is on the road.
Right.
But outside of that, I just, I'm taking this time to just reflect, and I push that reset button. And I feel like, me personally, I feel like I needed it. Mm-hmm. So although circumstances aren't good, especially with the writing and stuff going on, and things being brought to everyone's attention right now, I actually have to say I'm thankful. I'm thankful for right now.
I'm very thankful. I think being here in Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie, like it didn't hit that hard, the whole COVID crisis, but I know people in New York, I know people overseas, they got hit a little harder, so I'm thankful that I honestly don't have anyone like close to me that was affected by or passed away from it. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't have anyone like. I had school friends. I went to school with 3 people, and they actually lost their lives due to COVID. But it was just it was people I went to school with. It wasn't anyone that was close to like family. I'm thankful for that, but it's like it's real. Like I have asthma, so. I haven't really been out as much. I just started getting back out 2 weeks ago. I just started going back to the studio and doing stuff like that, because at first I was just recording at home, which is fine. Like I like to record at home, but it's not the same vibe.
Not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah, it's not.
Interviews, you know me, I knocked them interviews out. I was like, this is what we got to do for the time being.
Yeah.
But it ain't the vibe like being in that studio and just kicking shit, you know what I'm saying? But we thankful because we can still get our shit done, you know what I'm saying?
Thank God for social media. Thank God for these apps, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about this before we even get into any music. Let's talk about your hustles. How many different hustles do you have? And you tag yourself as a rich So talk about some of your hustles and how you got rich.
Well, it really started off with my makeup line. I had a makeup line at first, and that was before the modeling and stuff. But I had a makeup line called Bougie Cosmetics, and I actually stopped, dealing the whole company because I didn't have that much help. Like I'm literally the only one in Georgia. I have no family, so when overhead and stuff started getting like really high, I tried to hire friends. I tried to do all that, but it was some people that I really thought I could trust, but I couldn't trust. So things start going like south. So then I was like, I would just bring my mom down and help me. And that didn't work either because my mom, she's married. My dad and mom are married. He didn't want to leave Michigan. She wanted to come help, but they didn't want to, she didn't want to leave him. And I'm like, that's selfish of me to think I can just get my mom down here, help me while my dad stays home. So it wasn't convenient at all. So I just put it on a pause. I put a little pause on it. And then I got into modeling. And then I was doing a little modeling for a second, and that wasn't paying nothing at all. I just did it really to get my foot in the door of the industry. And then once I figured out how to wiggle in and maneuver and, gain those relationships, that's when I started doing the music. So the music, like, honestly, I didn't think that the music would take off as quick as it did. I remember my first feature, my paid feature, I'll say that, my first paid feature. I was like, oh, you can make money like this off of, doing music, and that was just off a feature. And then it went from features to being on the road, opening for people, or getting paid to come to clubs, like, the rural city little outside pocket clubs. You get a bag doing those shows. So it's like, when I finally figured it out, I was like, I can do this. This is it. This is the way I get my coins. But outside of that, I'm a brand ambassador for quite a few people. I don't do nothing for free. I get a lot of that in my DMs, going to school people or people knowing you, they trying to build their business, and I respect it, but I feel like if I worked hard to get where I'm at and I had to do certain things, you got to do it too. I can't do it for free.
It's crazy. I was just talking to somebody about that earlier. Sometimes people be getting angry with me because I won't do it for free. I'm like, bro,
Nothing's free.
I'm the type of person. Let's say you had a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walk in and it's your restaurant, and I know I could probably get love, but I don't even want it. I'm gonna support you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Establishment.
Real friends support you though. That's the thing. Like, I don't ask for nothing for free. From my makeup artist to my hairstylist, like they love me like crazy. I love them, but I still pay for services. Ain't nothing free, especially like with stuff going on right now. You know, money is not easy to come by right now. Like,
bills
so
still coming.
Bills are still coming, and I was getting so angry and aggravated when people was like, "Oh, our bills gonna get paused," and this and that. I said, don't believe that. Don't believe that because all that it's gonna pile up, and you gonna still have to pay it all back. Like people was getting comfortable. Even people with the whole unemployment stuff going on right now. I see so much crazy stuff like now. I'm like, y'all getting a little bit too comfortable. I don't play with the government. That's one thing I don't do.
Oh, them bills coming back, and that unemployment finna
stop.
That's why they opening it back up. Like, hey, y'all got to make some choices soon.
Exactly. But no, like I honestly, I support people who support me, and it's been like it was a couple like big ambassadors where I don't get paid, but it's like exposure. So it's like it works for me. But like when people from home or people who I actually know and consider like friends, you could say, they get so angry, and I'm just like, don't get mad at me. I had to work for this. I had to work for my platform. I had to work. Like, nothing was given to me.
I love supporting my homies. It just make me feel
good.
It's
exciting. It's like I see you doing it. I see you working. I see you going after your dream. I see you hustling. I see it. Like, because we all know, like true hustlers know, it's not going to always be good. It's not going to always be an up on an up. It's going to have downs. It's going to have like trials and tribulations and negative stuff, but you got to know how to be strong and just stand on it because it's not going to always be good. And I tell people that all the time, and I have to tell myself, I have to remind myself, especially with the music. Okay, cool. That song ain't do as well. Okay, cool. That ain't go to the radio. Okay, cool. It ain't a bop. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, sometimes you got to be okay with not winning all the time. I've come to that conclusion. Can't win everything. Can't.
That's hard though. I ain't gonna lie. I hate losing. That's hard.
I hate losing too. But you know what makes me come back even harder is knowing in my mental knowing that I can win. I can. I might not have won first place that time, but that don't mean I can't win next time. Like, I've never been that loser type of mentality. Like, even growing up, as I was in all type of sports, but my older sister, I swear she was better at everything than me. Everything. And I used to hate it. I used to hate her. I used to be like, man, why is it that she's so good at all this stuff? But I didn't never step back and say, forget it. She got it. She gonna do it. She's the winner. Nah, I honestly, God will take my second place. Sometime my third place and be happy. And eventually I got to those blue flags for track and all that stuff because I didn't give up. And that's the same thing with life. You can't give up when that stuff get hard. You just can't.
Yeah.
And it's timing. Everything is timing. I was on an interview one day, the other day, somebody was like, well, how do you feel having blown yet? I'm like, yo, I don't know if you did your research, but I ain't been rapping long. So I don't feel any kind of way about not.
I feel like labels is calling you though. I feel like you just.
Oh, absolutely. And it's crazy because at the beginning I was so eager to get the labels recognition and hey, me. But it's like, you know, if they call, they call, they don't. Honestly, I've learned so much. That's a little time I've been in it. It's dope. They notice. They call. It's dope. But I really don't want you calling me if you ain't trying to really place me on that shelf and put me places. Like if you can't sell me because I'm the product. If you can't, like you want something from me, I want something from you. I don't understand when people be like, oh, I got signed. I got 50,000 cash. Got some jewelry. It's been so many people that's done kind of like walked over me as far as like deals, and I can't speak on who these people are because they're actual artists who actually tried to sign me with jewelry. And it's like, do your research. I have jewelry. I have my own jewelry. Like I have a bag. Like I have money. I do have income. So don't try to play me with I'm gonna sign you with a chain with some money. That ain't nothing for me. That's nothing. I need a real budget. I need all type of stuff. Like you got to put a bag behind me because I'm gonna make you some bags, and that's only fair. And then, but being a female, you know, come a lot with us.
Right.
It's a lot with us females. Like guys, you know, I feel like guys are a little bit easier to, even like my management and them, they be like, man, you know, dealing with guys is so much easier than dealing with females. And I understand it now. I get it. I really do.
Now you got a new record out called Boyfriend. Well, before we even get to Boyfriend, let's set up Boyfriend. All right, shouts to Sister B. Simone. She made some comments that said she cannot date a 9-to-5er. I think that they were somewhat misconstrued. However, DJ Scream has a lot of love for hustlers because I'm a hustler, but I have a lot of love for people that get their money 9 to 5 and 2 because that's a hustle. So what's your thoughts? Like, could you date a man who works a 9 to 5, clocks in at 9, clocks out at 5, Monday through Friday, has Saturday and Sunday off?
Giving you my honest, dead-ass opinion.
Please.
I agree with B. Simone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because it's a mindset, right? So if you have, I don't know if you have children, but if you have a daughter and she's very well off, you know, she has a great career, she's doing well for herself, you know, and she finds love. She's in love. She brings her home to meet daddy. Dad, this is so-and-so, you know, he works at Target. He takes care of home, meaning he pays some bills he can pay. You know, I don't have to necessarily take care of him, but he can't necessarily take care of me either. But daddy's daughter is a lawyer. Daddy's daughter is an accountant or whatever. She's well off. She's great. But he isn't so well off. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Speaking off of B. Simone, I personally, I couldn't do it only because I feel like I would be selling myself short. And I'm gonna say that because my father raised his daughters to know that we were queens. We're queens and we should be treated like queens. And that doesn't necessarily mean
time out. We time it out.
What?
Now a doctor, a lawyer, people who make fiber optics, computer people who work
9 to 5
and make 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so say that. Say different figures. Say a 6-figure. Now, if he working 9 to 5, making how much a year?
Look. I know 9 to 5ers or salaried workers that make millions a year, right? And then obviously on the other end you have. But look at it. You got hustlers that work from sun up to sundown that make a lot of money. And you got hustlers that don't make no money.
Hustlers, they also make their own damn schedule. Like you know when you gotta go get some money. You know when you can chill. You know.
Well, what I'm saying is there's bad hustlers that don't get money. They call themselves hustlers.
Oh yeah. But them people, you can't mess with them either. Like you gonna be broke just like them. Like you really do have. I don't even call them hustlers. I don't know what to call them because what are you hustling? You don't have no money to show. Like I don't get that.
Try hard.
But if you switch it like that, Screen, if you say, we talking about doctors and stuff, 9 to 5, okay, yeah, absolutely. They got some stuff going on for you. But I thought she was like referring to like, I didn't watch the whole interview. So I'm thinking she referring to like.
I think that they just said 9 people who work 9 to 5s. And I mean.
I think you got to be a little bit more just, detailed because you can have great 9 to 5s. Like you said, some people that's very prominent and make a nice salary, millions and stuff like that.
Now, let me ask you another question because this came up in the debate with the homies. Do you feel like keeping it above the 9 to 5er might treat you better than the ball player or the rapper?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm going to say.
But you can't be with me.
So you got me right there. Hold on, wait. So it's not that I can't be with him. It's just we'll have to have some type of understanding. We have to have some type of understanding.
Could your man work for you? Could your man work for you?
Like, could he work for me?
If you a millionaire and he love you, could he work? He
could work for me.
He
could work for me. Hell yeah, he could work for me. Yeah, because we got at the end of the day, regardless if I'm working for him or he working for me, it's in here. It's that small knit circle. I trust him. He trusts me. Ain't nothing walking out. It's all in. Like, of course I would let my nigga work for me. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Teamwork makes the dream.
Of course, the man gotta dumb down his ego and know that you the breadwinner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Honestly, I think that's that's a bit. See, you said the woman being a breadwinner. That's just ain't nothing wrong with it.
I always say there's Oprah and Stedman. I don't think Stedman complaining too much.
He ain't complaining at all. He never was. I mean, I see a lot of guys out there that ain't complaining, right? That are bums. I'm sorry, it's guys out there that are bums, and they women out there busting their ass, being the women that they are, and they love that nigga for what reason I don't know. But you got men like that. I couldn't do that. Now, if I'm busting my ass, you gonna bust your ass too. But I have to say, like, I've had a situation where I was in a relationship for a minute and I didn't have to do anything really, but just cook, clean, take care of him, whatever. He took care of me financially, mentally, spiritually, everything. And it was to the point where he had to take a break. I had to take that spot and be like, okay, I gotta run things. I gotta do what I need to do now because it's my turn. That's different. Like if you just come in on something, when I first now meet you and you expected me to just take over and take care of everything, be the breadwinner. Nah, hell no. Because you supposed to be the rib and all that other stuff that they love talking about. That's cool, but we got to be not equal, because I don't believe women and men are equal, but we have to be somewhere in between. We gotta work. Both of us have to work. We can't just be on no.
You gotta contribute to the dynasty.
You gotta put something in. You know how you go to church and they bring the basket around. Yeah. You gotta contribute to that. You know, you want stuff out of it. You want, just like a woman, we want nice things. Men like nice things too. So it's like not only material things, just in life. I think we all as people, as humans, want the best out of life, regardless if it's about house or whatever. Me personally, if my health is great and I ain't wanting for shit or for nothing, I'm sorry, I'm happy. I am happy because I've learned so much over the past few years. Life should never be taken for granted whatsoever. The things we complain about on a day-to-day basis, man, please. I have to stop myself sometime and be like, yo, Richie, you tripping. Cut it out. Stop. Because the same thing I might be complaining about, I might be complaining about my 2018 vehicle. I want the 2020. Guess what? It's somebody out there that ain't got no damn vehicle.
No vehicle.
They ain't got nothing. So it's like, we just have to sometimes, me personally, I'm speaking on me, I have to sometimes just reflect and come back to reality and say, yo, get it together. Because this is, you tripping. Some people can't do that for themselves. Some people got to have that person on their left side or right side, like, yo, you tripping, like, stop. I kind of stop myself before somebody else do that to me, because I don't like people telling me what to do. So I try to get myself before somebody else gets to me.
Right. Yo, we appreciate you pulling up, buzzing on the block, you know what I'm saying, digitally. When we get back in the studio, we're going to do it the right way. But then let everybody know real quick about your boyfriend, where they can get it and where they can follow you.
Yeah, y'all. So Boyfriend is definitely out on all platforms, literally Google Play, Pandora, Apple, Spotify, everywhere, YouTube. And the video is about to be dropping pretty soon, so definitely go check it out. And it also hit number 20. It was number 22 on iTunes, so that was lit when it came out. So.
That's what's up. And that's independently. I like that.
Independently, yes. Independently. Not easy, but it's so well deserved. And I'll say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shouts out to Richie Reed. You know, we salute you at Hood Rich Radio. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me, Scream.
All right, 100. Be easy.